Hi. How is everybody? This is Liberty Bell. I'm looking at the lighting. I'm going to close this door. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Pillow down. I'm at my uncle's house. My uncle and my aunt's house. And I decided that I need to put some makeup on for my cousin's birthday party. Yeah, and there's just like a lot. Let's see if I can start a quick list so I don't get lost. The whole key with this entire thing will be staying like somewhat organized. So, catching up. I'm in Southern California. Look how long my hair is. Can you all believe this? I literally can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm looking at the little microphone on the bottom of the screen, making sure y'all can hear me. Okay. Y'all, for real. Look how long my hair is. How do I style it? I don't even know. Like when it's wet, it just looks crazy. It's so long. Okay. I'm going to put some makeup on. I'm going to give myself. Okay, so what have I been doing? See, look at this hair. It's so long hair. Always care. Let me get something. Okay. We're getting all the skincare. I'm going to do this without looking at a mirror. Like I'm just going to use my computer. This is Pure Grain alcohol. I use it to sanitize my hands before touching my face. Because if I touch my face after, like if you use, I just touched my hair, right? Like my hands were all in my hair. Well, guess what's in my hair? Hair product. And I'm lucky enough or blessed enough, whatever, that I have a hair product that's all natural. And I still don't want that on my face because that's going to make you break out. It's going to make me break out. So Pure Grain alcohol. It's what I use to sanitize my tweezers and like all my lash stuff, like everything. Sanitize everything. I use it to sanitize my cell phone. I just carry it around in a little squirt bottle. Sanitize everything. It cleans really well. Cleans mirrors. Okay, so my face has been, I took a shower let me open a window. I took a shower like an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So my face has like moisturizer on it, and I'm just going to kind of like rehydrate. So I'm going to put some toner. This is a turmeric and rose water toner, and I love it. I found it at Ross, I think, or like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And it is so, turmeric is so anti-inflammatory. Rose is very anti-inflammatory for your skin. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory for everything. Like you can ingest it. It's a great anti-inflammatory for the body. Like just one of God's gifts. What else do I have? I'm like out of everything. I have to order so many things. Synergence dark circle treatment for your under eyes. So what am I doing? I am in California. The last couple videos I did was like right after something pretty traumatic had happened. And so I looked really rough and I was like crying and, just really raw, which is fine. It is what it is. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. I am going to put on the anti-wrinkle treatment from Synergence, which I'll like put links to everything in the description eventually. Here, I'll write it down. Links. Toner, Synergence. So the anti-wrinkle cream I put like on my forehead, and then I put it here because I get like if I'm not hydrated, this is the first place where lines are gonna show up, or like right here and right here. And you want to put your treatments on first. So anywho, what am I doing? There's like so much. It feels like a lot, but I know my angels yesterday were like, if you just start talking, people will listen. Because I shared on Facebook that I had a dream that like you can tell a lot from your dreams. And I guess in my dreams, what I got from my dream was that I feel like people don't hear me or understand me or try. And but I think it's the other way around. It's like because I think they won't, I don't try to make myself understood. This is coconut oil. It's like Frank's hot sauce. Put that shit on everything. Put that stuff all over your hair too, make it grow faster. But anywho, so my angels were like, start talking. Yeah. So I think it was that like I get overwhelmed with what I want to tell people because there's so much. And so because I get overwhelmed, I just like don't. I'm just like, it just like I give up before I even get there, which is not how this is going to go. We're going to take care of this business. So, let's see. I have limited products with me, makeup products, because I am away from home, which is kind of hilarious because my sister is actually mailing me the rest of my lipsticks. Thank you, Stephanie, because she's awesome. And this is like what I came with, which is like, more than a lot of other people would travel with, but it's what I do. So we're going to start with, and I'm actually not going to be doing a lot of color. Like when I do my makeup today, I'm going to be doing more. Actually, I might bring this mirror down so I can see. Okay. Thank you for your patience. So I can see the finer aspects of like what I'm covering. Let me just get a little rearranged here. I gotta tell you, one of the biggest things that has kept me from doing YouTube videos, in addition to like whatever social anxiety or shyness exists in me, is like not wanting to be wrong or novice, like wanting to do it right. My uncle and I were talking about perfectionism and how it can like, if you're determined to not get anything wrong, like it could just mean that you don't start things. which is kind of like how it's been in my piece for some things. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, now I'm like looking at you all, and I can see the mirror too. I'm gonna shut this closet door. Shout out to my sister for my gorgeous Lula. This is one of my favorites. To any little sisters out there, recognize how much of, well, my sister has pretty much dressed me, taken care of me since I was little. So half the stuff after I Marie Kondoed my wardrobe, like my clothes, that stuff, half the stuff in my closet that was left was bought by my sister because she has put clothes on my back because that's what she does because she loves me. She's awesome. Okay. So I have some coconut oil on my face. I'm missing a lot of things. If I had everything that I usually had, I mean, we could spend like 30 minutes on moisturizers because I use like 30 different moisturizers, which is fine. But today I'm just going to use Suede Anti-Aging Foundation from Senegence. And a small foundation brush. Okay, anyway. So, what am I doing? So I'm in Southern California because like pretty much whenever Easter happened, like my life kind of stopped, you know? It was like, what happened? Okay, when I was like, there's so much to tell you all, I get so overwhelmed. Okay, how do I want to start this? Story time. Everybody, let me see. Adult timeout. I needed an adult timeout. I had a PTSD or PTSS, post-traumatic stress syndrome. I learned from Criminal Minds the other day that it is no longer PTSD, it's PTSS because it's not a disorder, it's a syndrome. It's not a disorder like there's something wrong with you. It's like a syndrome, like symptoms of something. I think that's correct. So, for my under eye area, I am going to, I really want to try, I learned about baking. I've been watching some makeup blogs, like doing some research, and I'm really interested in this baking method that drag queens use to help keep their under eye from moving. For my under eye, I am going to mix together some white concealer and pearlizer from Senegence. And this is like, y'all are totally seeing the lazy woman's way of doing her makeup with like no products left. So this is Candlelight, and I've already popped the thing out, like scraping the tube. But you totally can. That's the best thing about these products. They're good to the freaking last ounce. So then I would just like take that. I'm gonna mix a little bit on my hand. Oh yeah, I don't always use brushes. That's another thing. So I had this PTSS episode in April on Easter Sunday. I call it the Easter surprise. So the Easter surprise was that, so like brief, there's no way to do a brief history on me. Let's see. So my mom and dad divorced when I was 6. They were already separated, and My mom went on vacation, and my sister and I were staying at my dad's house. And when my mom got back, I told her that my dad hurt me. And I vaguely, like, I remember certain things. Interestingly enough, I was just trying to convince myself my whole life that this thing never happened. Um, but I've been doing a lot of work, the past couple years, and this is what surfaced. Okay, I'm gonna use a brush. Look how cute these are. Ashley got these for me for my birthday because she's the best. Um, so my dad hurt me when I was 6, and I remember my mom asking me if I wanted him to go to jail. And I remember thinking, like, that's embarrassing. I don't want to have to tell my friends at school that my dad's in prison. Like, that's not fun because I'm 6. I think I just started school. And, like, that would be weird. Whatever. That was my 6-year-old brain. So I opted for no. And anyway, after that, I had a beautifully challenging, what many people would call a hard life, but I think it was an adventure. So after that happened, there was like no more dad. They got a restraining order, and like I never had to see him again. And this was maybe one time under supervised visitation, or twice. I think that was the last time I saw him for sure, was at supervised visitation. And like, here's the thing, out of a lot of this is like, this is one of the most beautiful things to me. So the story goes on that like my mother was a beautiful mother who struggled just like every other human struggles with all kinds of stuff. She had borderline personality disorder with narcissistic tendencies. She had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, so she struggled with chronic pain. She struggled with substance abuse issues, and anxiety, like everything, right? And so I have like a story and a relationship with my mother. But what I knew from a very young age was how freaking lucky and blessed I was that my mother was in a position mentally, emotionally, spiritually to, when I told her what happened, take me out of that situation. And after she told me I was an incredibly brave little girl, the next thing that she said was, I promise this will never happen again. And I recognize how incredibly lucky I am. Like, I can't even really allow myself to get so moved by like how lucky I am. Having a mother that was able to and did take me out of a bad situation, because it could have been so much worse. So, Mother in heaven, I thank you and I love you. And so, yeah, I had my shit to deal with after that happened. And so, that being said, I like really wasn't worried about what my dad did. Like, not worried about it, but like I had bigger fish to fry. Now we were like 3 people instead of 4, and we had to figure out, like, we had to worry about where we were going to live and how we were going to eat and how we were going to make money. And like, I just didn't have time to think about what he'd done. And yes, I'm 6 years old. This is also, you'll read in a textbook about developmental psychology that like this is the age where kids are deciding how much they can take on, and they'll often try to take on more than they're capable of. And in my case, there was nobody to stop me. So, okay. So yeah, I like I've had my journey with my mother and it's been beautiful. And now that she and I are doing so well, she's in heaven. And she's like my biggest cheerleader. She's doing way more with me and for me than, from above than she was able to do while she was here for multiple reasons. And um so that being said, now that things are fine with mom, and then I had started doing this program, a leadership program. I'll talk about it at length, I'm sure, because it's amazing. It uncovers blind spots. And I always had it that being hurt by my dad did not affect me. And what I found was that it actually affects every single aspect of my life. Like every single aspect. It's like that thing in your life, like you've always wanted not to be true. Do you ever notice that whenever people are talking about themselves, they talk about other people? It's that thing in your life that you've always wanted not to be true. No, it's that thing in my life that I've always wanted to not be true. I have a lot of scarring, you'll see. A lot of what I do for makeup, I'm not just a makeup artist, I'm like a cover up artist because I'm covering scars. I get the most compliments on my skin whenever I've taken the time and the effort to like even out my complexion and and like even out my complexion and like apply concealer to scarring. It's like it's all like a chin strap of candlelight. There's like nothing left on this thing, that's why I'm scraping. So yeah, I started, so I'm like, okay, it's time. Things are good with mom. It's time to start working on dad and what happened because I can see that this thing isn't going away, that it's just like there because I haven't dealt with it because I was busy. So I'm like, okay, I get a counselor. I've been to counseling on and off like for a long time. It's awesome. I can't think of anybody who cannot benefit from one. Like, and I can do an entire video on counseling, counselors, like choosing one, training, guiding one, like they're human. It just like put it in the comments what you want to know about counseling because I can probably help you along or find the answer for you, help you find the answer. So I found a counselor, built a rapport with her. Then I started talking to her and everybody. Like it just kind of like was this thing that was coming up. Like I didn't want to talk about it, but I almost couldn't help it. Like people were talking about the special that Oprah filmed where she interviewed the two men that Michael Jackson hurt when they were boys. And like, so whenever I'm going to work, like my clients are talking about this and I just want to like not talk about it, but it's like sort of like what's relevant and what's there right now. And it's going on all over the world, right? Like I'm hearing about childhood sexual trauma everywhere, all this human trafficking and like all of it. So, and I'm the kind of person that like whenever it's time to deal with something, I'm like, let's do this. Let's dig in, get it done, do the work. Let's go. So I go and I'm like building a rapport with my counselor and I'm doing all this stuff and I'm like praying. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm very connected, not religious, spiritual. And I think we can go into that more later. But like I started praying because I could kind of remember what my dad did. And I didn't want to, but like I wanted to be able to confront him. And I wanted to be able to confront him in a way where he couldn't deny, and like I wouldn't feel like I needed him to accept it, like, which means I just had to know for myself what happened. And so I like prayed that I would remember and that I would be strong enough to handle it when I did remember. And I feel like I need more coverage. And this is my tester for fawn, which is my usual color that comes in the big bottle, but I'm out of it, so I'm doing this. So I prayed and talked to my counselor about remembering, and I prayed that I'd be strong enough. And I was driving to my boyfriend's house, and I remembered I had like a well, I remember what happened, and it threw me into like I'm sure there's like technical terms for it that I don't know, but like I was 6 years old again. And instead of just laying there and taking it like I did when I was 6 and pretending that I didn't know what was going on and like just trying to survive, um, I was like in that moment again, and I like lashed out. Like I did what I in this moment would want to do, right? Which is like, get the fuck off me, like whatever. So I ended up in the hospital. I'm saving you the details because like it's an entire video. It's like I don't even know. So I ended up in the hospital. Got to go home the next day, and then was like laying low for like a week and a half at my boyfriend's house. And the only reason I went back to Louisville was to go to my counselor. Like she had the answer for me, and her answer was, "This is going to take time." I'm like, okay, well, all I got's time. So can I have some goalposts or something? And so she's like, so then I'm like, okay, I tried to go back to work. It didn't work. And I just, life the way I was doing it wasn't working for so many reasons and in so many ways. And so I came up with a plan because all of my friends who are awesome, they're so smart. That's why they're my friends. I was like, they were like, you need a plan. Ooh, smells good. I was like, okay, plan. First of all, I need help, like mental help, professional mental help. And I need like a breather. Because like everybody's moving forward and I'm not. And I just need like a second to catch my breath. And so that's what Southern California is. I'm at my uncle's house and I'm catching my breath and then having an adult timeout. Yesterday, I worked on my resume and I'll be sending it to an award-winning salon and spa in Louisville that I hope and pray they will have a position for me. I am like an Aveda nut. Or it's just like it's where I started, and it makes me think of my mom, and like this is precious to me. So I'm hoping that comes through because like I need to get a job. I got when I there's so many parts of me that are like still not so many, but I'll say there are parts of me that are like 6 years old that I'm learning how to parent myself. I'm learning how to parent the 6-year-old, which, yeah. This is Mocha Java on my brows. Let that dry. I kind of want to see if I can like bake with this powder. They were talking about applying like an ungodly amount of powder, calling it baking. I don't want to waste it though. I need like whatever that powder was that girl was talking about. What was her name? I don't know, but I was watching a lot of beauty YouTube blogging people last night. I just dumped a bunch onto my palette. Whoa. Might as well use it where I was going to. Okay, really the look that we're going for today is that I'm not a crazy person. That's our look. I really like love makeup some days. And then some days, like I know I don't need it. So I'm like, why must I put this on? And then there's also the aspect of why, like, I'm doing my best. I want to do my best every day. And I know that people judge us by how we look. So I do want to do my best in that way. I'm going over the lines, my brows with Garnet. It's a darker, it's darker brown than Mocha Java. And I just, like, just doing one or the other, one's too light, one's too harsh. Like, just doing Garnet's too harsh, just doing Mocha Java is not enough. So I really like to do like a single layer of Mocha Java and then touch it up with the Garnet, like just kind of make it more defined. So let's see what else. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I am this channel, something I'm doing that I'm really excited about. I don't want to wear today. Let's do some pink. Let's do some pink. Yeah. Okay, so that's what this channel is going to be about, is like healing from every perspective. We're going to be talking about healing from like, let's see. Let me see if I can list some things that people might relate to. Eating disorders, substance abuse, parents, anxiety, breathing, you know, like the basics in life. We're just going to be talking about it. Like, I remember whenever I was in grad school at University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and I was going to their mental health counseling program. And like, I was so anxious when I was there. It was before I got diagnosed with OCD, so I just had no idea what was going on. And I was believing everything in my head, which is like super dangerous. And see how pigmented this is? You like need nothing. What I love about makeup is it can look really bad right now, but then you just blend it out and it'll continue to look better and better. So anywho, yeah, I like what was I telling you? I don't remember. If it was that important, it'll come back to me. Oh yeah, I was in mental health counseling and like super anxious, and I videoed like I Googled, what was it? I Googled how to be your own best friend. Like I realized I couldn't be by myself for very long. Like I needed attention from other people to feel whole. And like I knew that wasn't sustainable, and was getting me into trouble because I was doing things to get attention that like I didn't need to be doing. So I Googled that, and like that right there, the fact that I Googled it and that I needed help and that was there for me, that is what I want this channel to be for other people. Like, what do I do when I'm feeling this way? What do I do when I'm feeling this way? And it's like, we've all felt ways, and like everybody gets to feeling a certain way sometimes. And if you don't, that's awesome. Maybe you can just continue to lift everybody else up. And if you do, I want you to feel like you've got a place to go where they know what you're talking about. Somebody's been there. If they haven't, they know how to get you to somebody who's been there. Like, just all of our situations are so unique, yet they're not. Like, my situation is incredibly unique, and yet there are so many other people that have been through the same things. So that's why it's important that we share, and it's therapeutic for me to be able to share with you. It's like a message in a bottle, feeling like, or like a journal or something. I can feel it's really helping me already. And I'm saying that even though there's like no subscribers and no thumbs up or no viewers at the time, because let's get real, this is the internet. And like, when it happens, it's going to happen. And the important thing is that it's not about me, it's about sharing the tools for the person who's looking for them. That's what I need to remember so that I don't get all like in my head. What else do I want to do to my face? Rose gold shimmer. I can't decide if I want to wear high heels. I think I will, because I'm in Southern California and I feel like everybody wears high heels. But I'll bring a pair of flip flops or like shoes to walk in case we have to walk a while. I don't know. We're going to a birthday party. I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea. No idea. We're all just winging it anyway, right? Love you. Y'all, my hair is so long. You're gonna have to help me figure out how to do this. I want a little more. I don't know what not lip color I want. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. feels very shimmery. I don't know why this powder off. It's so weird. But I tell ya, I have a feeling that's gonna stay, and it actually does look better than it did. This lighting's really bad for you all. I mean, still not the greatest, but it's okay. Okay. Let's see. A little. I finally have no more false lashes left, which is like bittersweet. Giovanna, I will come and see you as soon as I can. As soon as I get back to Louisville. Hello? Hi. I'm at the house. Oh, I've been in the bedroom. I'm putting my makeup on. Oh, no kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I didn't I asked and Miss Montoya said that you were probably at church, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he told me he liked to go to church." Yeah. Yeah, totally. But, I found stuff to do here too. No, not at all. Probably. I can take all day doing that. Okay. Well, right now I think I'm okay hanging out at the house until it's time to go to the party. And then I'll be happy to like have that be my outing for today. Do not disturb. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think. Okay. Well, thank you for calling me, and I'll definitely, if I get bored, I'm gonna call you and say, "Where are you?" But for now, I think I'm okay. I'm actually being kind of productive. All right, I love you. Okay. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay. Thank you for your patience. That was my Uncle Pete, and he's the best. And, like, it would be one thing if he knew what I was doing, but he didn't. And he was just calling to see how I was. So, because I had asked, like, where they were. That is, like, one of the things that I'm pretty sure. Okay, so, like, recognizing who in your life can be helpful to you in certain ways. Like, one of the reasons I've made it to where I am is because I have like amazing people in my life, and I believe, like, I know they love me, and I listen to them that way. Like, even when they're saying stuff that I don't want to hear, I know that it's coming from love. And like, whenever I was thinking about taking an adult time out, I mean, like, I don't know. If I think about who my um, like, my uncle and I are not super close or have not been in the past. However, he reminds me of my grandpa. My grandpa is like my dad. Like, he's my male family. I have another uncle in Georgia, but like, you know, this is my mom's older brother. And so I just really appreciate like, you know, family and then like being like, yeah, come out, take care, like whatever you want to do. Just being there for me. He helped me. He talked about networking and helped me with my resume and like all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, Giovanna, I need to come see you. Lashes, like your last day, like having no more lashes is like bittersweet because it's weird whenever just one of them like hanging on or two of them, but then you're like, oh, I don't have any lashes anymore. Luckily, mine are like legit anyway. Well, they can be. I want to thank you all. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm really excited. I want to do this more and like tell you all about things because I'm watching more YouTube and going, whoa, people actually talk about that? That's amazing. So, and like my promise to you is that it will get more organized. I just don't want to not, um, I don't want to like not be sharing because I'm not exactly sure how it's going to be organized because like that's in the past what's happened. Like perfectionism, you know, like the enemy. Don't let, what do they say? Don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. Maybe I do have one more lash left. I don't know. I think lash tinting is illegal in California, and I'm not sure why. Like a lift is not, but tinting is. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put a little like bronzer on just to kind of warm up, like get some complexion going here. Yeah, I was watching, let's see, somebody last night, and I liked a lot of her videos. A lot of these people end up coming out with their own makeup lines, which I guess makes sense if you like, you know the ingredients backwards and forwards because you're so used to reading them. Like you know, it's like I wouldn't think that I would know half of what I know about skincare, but I actually know a lot about skincare. And like, I guess it makes sense for some of these girls, like, do their own, have their own line. It sounds like uber overwhelming to me, but y'all, somebody call Katy Perry and see what I should do with my hair. Arr. I'm gonna bake my chin. I'm using the rest of this to bake because I don't want to waste it. I don't know if that counts as baking, but that's okay. I really want to open this palette. Okay. Part of the thing with makeup that I love is there's no rules. Like there are rules, but there are no rules. It's just like whatever. And I thought it was so cool last night as I'm watching because it's like all lighting and tricks and people are highlighting tips. Like, what's that about? I thought we didn't want to be shiny. They're highlighting their Cupid's bows. What were they doing? They were taking like a small, like this. She was like, oh, honey. Okay. Lips, and we're done because I'm done. Lips, I have like 2 colors because my sister is sending me the rest. So colors I'm going to use are Raspberry and Golden Iris Gloss. If I have a remover, I would use it. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'll put links to the toner and to like the colors that I put in here. I'll put the colors and links to the toner. This is going to be the most challenging part, is like following up, doing the follow up. But I want to do right by you all, so I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. I want to be able to talk to you all. And I know that not everybody loves every part of what you're doing. So like this is, what do I see? Here's my pen. Links to toner, to Senegence. Oh, also, I've been using a hair growth shampoo if anybody wants to know like how my hair's gotten so long so fast. I used it before I shaved my head. And it's all, everybody keeps talking about how fast my hair's growing, so I like pink. Pink is my signature color. Steel Magnolias, best movie ever. Okay. That's a pretty bright pink. So I'm going to go with it. I already missed my lashes. Make sure it's all the way dry. All the way dry. Golden iris glass. I can breathe. Not a lip gloss. No color. Isn't that amazing? Okay. 55 minutes and 38 seconds. I think this is good for my 4th or 5th video. Either way, just know they're going to come more regularly. I will share this. And I'm going to start telling people that I'm talking about this because people will start listening when I start talking. I love you so much. So much. I hope you have a beautiful day.